What's up guys, today's video is on how to deadlift without hurting your back. And this is a video I'm very excited about because for a very long time, I couldn't do this. For 4 years, I couldn't tie my shoes without back pain, much less lift heavy. And now I'm back into lifting deadlifts heavy in the gym. I haven't thrown up my back in about 2 years now. And today I lifted 315 pounds without pain. And I think that's pretty good for a guy who couldn't tie his shoes without back pain for 4 whole years. So if you have back pain right now, hope is not lost. You can get back into the gym. You can get back into lifting heavy because I did it and I thought I had the worst back in the world, and you can get back into it too. So for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Ben. I'm the founder of Back Muscle Solutions, creator of this channel, and I make this stuff because there's a lot of people with back pain out there and I don't want you to be one of them. Let's get into it. I'm going to outline 4 things you need to do if you want to get back into the gym lifting heavy and deadlifting without hurting your back. The first thing you need to do is build the foundation. And this is probably not what you want to hear, but this is what you need to hear. And this is what you absolutely need to do if you want to get back into the gym lifting heavy like a bat out of hell, lifting whatever weight you want, whenever you want, however you want. Foundation is crucial. Just like the concrete in a house foundation, you need to build your core foundation so that you can lift as hard and heavy as you want without hurting yourself. And that, in my opinion, is the biggest joy in lifting, is being able to hit those PRs, to hit those heavy sets without hurting yourself. So after you build the stable core and you master this, your confidence will go way through the roof because no deadlift lift will scare you anymore. Like today, I had 5 sets of 5 at a fairly heavy weight. I was about 245. And that last set of 5 normally would have freaked me out, but I knew that I had built the foundation and I had done the work and I had no problem getting that done, not a lick of pain. So build up to that 2-minute side plank, stabilize the core, build that. This might take you a couple weeks before you can deadlift. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. It's what you need to do. Do that, number 1. Number 2, activation. And I don't care who you are, but if you can't brace and activate the right muscles during your deadlifts, you are going to pay for it. This will either come in the form of an injury or just in lack of gains. If you're not turning on the right muscles, there is no way that you can lift as heavy as someone who does, all things equivalent. And in order to activate properly, there are 3 things I like to do. The first is called the hollow crunch. This is to wake up the abdominals in the front of the body and to really get that core braced and build that strong foundation there. The second is some sort of side plank variation to build up the obliques and the QL on the side, and that's just gonna stiffen the whole back and be a lot more stable during your deadlift. And the third is the bird dog, and that's just going to wake up the spinal erectors and the glutes a little bit. And after you do those 3 things, you'll wake up the entire core. You're hitting it at every angle, and you'll be a lot more steady and stable. Number 3, I have activation part 2, because this is so important, except this was something you wanna do in between sets. So really this in a nutshell is just do single leg glute bridges between sets. That's it. That's gonna wake up your glutes. It's gonna keep them firing. And your glutes are actually the most powerful and strongest movers. So you're gonna be able to lift heavier if you do this too. Not only is it gonna take pressure off your back, but it's gonna contribute more to your deadlift gains. At number 4, we finally have the approach and the pull. And there's really only 3 cues you need. I've seen quite a few deadlift tutorials out there and they have a lot of mumbo jumbo. Do this, do that. But there's really only 3 things you need to do. 3 cues. The first is push the chest out. So when you're getting into your approach position, you want to push the chest out. And what that's going to do is just going to put your spine into a more neutral, safe alignment. Your lower back's going to be more safe. Your upper back's, you're not going to have this rounded head forward chin posture. Everything's just going to be more in alignment. So when you get down to the bar, make sure you're pushing the chest out. The second thing you want to do is you want to keep the bar very close to your legs during the whole lift. So start with the bar very close to the feet, and then during the whole movement, drag it almost right up the legs. And what that's going to do is it's going to make the glutes work better, and it's going to be less torque on your back, because if the weight's out here, it's going to be way harder to pull and way more stress on your back. And the third cue is just pull out the slack before your lift. So when you're in position, you want to just sit back a little bit and almost pull the weight off the ground a little bit. That way you're not jerking it and just putting a ton of unnecessary stress and pressure on the back. So those are the 4 things. I have 1, build the foundation, 2, pre-activation, 3, during lift activation, and 4, finally the approach and the pull. And lastly, on a more serious note, I'm taking a handful of guys to work with me directly one-to-one to go from back pain to being well-oiled machines to get them back into whatever physical activity they love. So I'm specifically looking for men ages 18 to 50 who have been missing out on some sort of physical activity or lifting or playing with their kids or doing things with their wife that they haven't been able to do because of their back pain. And if you've gone through a lot of treatments, you've tried chiropractors, you've tried doctors, you've gotten MRIs, or if you're just in pain, whether it's been for 10 days or 10 years, I'm taking a handful of guys to work with to bring them out of that deep, dark place and into the magical place that they love, into back doing whatever they want. So if you're interested in that, I'm only taking a couple guys, so book a call with me below. I have a link on an invite. I ask a couple clarifying questions because I want to make sure that I can actually help you and I can actually get you into the dream life you want. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out my link below. And thanks for watching.